Oh my gosh. So, hello everybody. I am a couple minutes late to the party, and not because I didn't plan to be here on time, but because I sat down, I got organized, and I started like tinkering with things and just kind of lost track of time. So, I'm here. I'm here now. So, thank you for joining me. It has been a really crazy last couple of weeks. I have been off from work since Thursday. That was my first day off. And I go back on Tuesday. This is our fall break. So if you didn't know, aside from working as an author, I am also a full-time school counselor. So I'm on a public school schedule for the most part. And we are on fall break. So I am very thankful for it because I desperately needed the time off. Things have not been super great in my neck of the woods. I'm just not so much now, but I was just really stressed out. Things have calmed down a lot since. So happy to be here, and I am excited to start the night with you guys. So, hello, Licia is here. Cool Gamer says hello. Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me. Just like the title of the stream says below, outlining my next book, I am working on the outline tonight for the next book in the Winter Witches story. So Winter Witches releases November 27th, and it is the first in kind of an interconnected series. So you could read them in just about whatever order you wanted, but there are Easter eggs throughout. So you would, I think, kind of miss out on, especially in book number 2, you would miss out on like the fun bits of book number 1. Gives away a little bit some things. So, but you could read them in any order because they follow different sisters. So in this series, the Sinclair sisters, there are 3. And so that's how the books follow. The first one is the eldest sister, which is Madison. The second is the middle sister, Margot. She's super fun, probably the closest to my personality of them all. And the last and youngest sister is Marley, and she's very different than her sisters. So really fun. I'm excited to return to that. I loved writing a book in a month when I did. I did that challenge last year in December, and Winter Witches is what I wrote. And quite honestly, it was kind of a really nice, project at the timing because a lot of people are the same way as me. I tend to get the winter blues. So having a fluffy project was really fun. So I'm going to continue doing that. And tonight I will be working on the outline for book number 2. So that is also something I need to come over here and pull up on my computer while I am thinking about it. So if you have never joined one of my live streams before, what we do on these every Sunday night live streams, what we do is we usually chat a little bit here at the beginning, talk about what everybody is working on, maybe what we're reading, just catch up. And then we do 3 rounds of writing sprints. So we'll do 20 minutes each, and we'll talk in between. So we'll take a short break in between those 3 sprints. There we go. Finally got my page pulled up. There we go. Okay. So I have that. I probably also need my notes. Let's come over here. Where are all my notes? There they are. Alrighty. So I am super excited to start on this project. I am going to have to start the night by doing a little bit of my planning for my marketing. Speaking of Winter Witches, check out the Kickstarter campaign. It is actually in the description box below in the Linktree link that is there. You can find it. There are only a couple days left to purchase and get into some of those tiers to get exclusive things like my Winter Witches super pink, like Barbie pink sweatshirt. You can get that in one of the tiers, along with an early copy of the ebook and other goodies. So, really fun things on the way. You can also get signed copies of the books. So, as soon as that Kickstarter wraps, I'm going to send out to the people who got sweatshirts in the community tab. I'm going to send out I'm going to ask for everybody's sizes, what you'd prefer. That way I can order sweatshirts. And then once those are produced and sent in, I'm going to work on mailing them out. So the early bird ebook, I don't think will go out until about 2 weeks before release day. And I know I wrote it in the Kickstarter campaign that it will go out at least 2 weeks in advance, or I gave a date. So check it out. Fun things coming, and it is about to close out. So go check it out. I am still contemplating doing like a end of the campaign live stream. I know I talked about doing one of those. I wanted to do one at the beginning when I launched it, and it just didn't work out. And since I'm out of school tomorrow and I have another day, I might, I don't know, I might sneak in a live in there somewhere. I kind of am going back and forth though. Do I want it to be a YouTube live stream, or do I want it to be like an Instagram live stream? I've also thought about doing like tandem. A lot of times when I do those kinds of live events, I do both. So maybe I go live on Instagram and live on YouTube, and do some like sprints and stuff while I'm at it. I don't know. Or maybe I do them separately. Maybe I go live on Instagram in the morning or something. And then I go live on YouTube later in the day. Maybe that's what I do. It'll depend on the timing. But that is a little bit of everything going on. Holy moly. So let's move into the first sprint. Just move right on through, see how much we can get done. Like I said, I'm not going to start with the outline right away. I actually have to sit down and at least schedule out tomorrow and maybe do a little bit for marketing purposes. I'm still working on all of my social stuff for the night because I've not been doing the best job of promoting my books the last couple of days because I took so much time off just for myself. So I think that I'm going to start there and see how much I can get done and then maybe move into the outline. So, first sprint of the night, we're going to do a 20-minute sprint. There's the clock up on the screen. So, I'll get the timer going and we will all work, and I'll see you guys in 20 minutes. 3, 2, 1, sprint. All right, so I got my social media for like my promotion for today out. So, and I have planned for the next week. So, what I think I'm going to do is at least post tomorrow. Gonna get tomorrow's all queued up and ready. And I don't know that I'm gonna worry about the rest of the week today. I think I'm going to switch gears to planning and then, or outlining. I'm going to switch gears to outlining. And tomorrow, I think I might worry about my social media for the week. I might do that. So, in a pretty good place. How did everybody else do if you were working on writing stuff? Anyway, how do we feel? Let me make sure. I do have my notes and everything. There's that. I do have a decent amount of this book planned, at least in my head. I don't have chapter by chapters yet. So I am excited to sit down and start working on that because this is a really fun book. I love this series. It's so unlike anything I typically write. And it's warm and fluffy right at the holidays, which I love. And yeah, it's just a really good change of pace from all of my heavier subjects, like the vampire romance I just finished writing that I am planning to publish this spring. It has a lot heavier themes than even what I typically write. So it's kind of nice to switch from that kind of a book to a really fluffy, softer romance, which I like. So I'm excited to return to this. So, there we go. I did my nails this week. They're long now. They're an almond shape. That's my favorite. And I'm not used to, I got just used to my nails being shorter. And so I'm still adjusting to the length here as far as especially typing goes. But same thing with my phone. So as I'm putting in my hashtags and stuff on social media, it has been it's been a lot stranger to put them in. Yes. Jamie post that, and that is my final TikTok video of the night. So that's exciting. And I will probably reuse that video on YouTube, I think, tomorrow. So if you haven't noticed, if you follow me in all the places, which you should, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, if you follow me in all the places, you may notice that I repurpose a lot of my content between the two. So if you don't follow me in all of those places, you can get the links to all of my social media down below. There's a link tree. It gives you links to everything me, website, all my socials are at the top, all the links for where you can buy my books. That's all in the description box. So go check that out. Also, check out my newsletter, which you can sign up for on my website, amyprokopis.com. I have not been doing as great of a job updating that. Those of you on YouTube have probably noticed that my monthly update is late here on YouTube. I am behind on a lot of projects that I wanted to get out because the last couple of weeks have just been difficult for me, but I am getting caught up. They will be coming very soon. I want to try maybe tomorrow, especially because I had the weird thing with all of my tech. Strangely, the audio on my phone started to work again, and so did the video. So I guess it's today's, the vlog this week, I was able to record on my phone, thankfully. So it was not nearly as difficult to get that one done as it has been the last couple of weeks. But still, I am working on getting updated tech. So we shall see. We shall see. Let's go ahead, move on towards the second sprint of the night. I am going to wrap up my post and then finish up scheduling out tomorrow's. So at least that goes up. And then I'm going to spend a little time with Margot Sinclair, on her book that I will be writing in December. So doing a little bit of that tonight. So 20 minutes on the clock, second sprint of the night. So I will see you guys in 20. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Okie dokie. So, second sprint, going pretty well. I have still not fully gotten over to the outline. I decided, you know what? I have another month to plan out the next Winter Witches book. And also, the month of November is going to be all about Winter Witches. So I decided that I already have a pretty good amount planned out. And so I'm not going to stress about the outline. And it was more important to work on scheduling out my promotional stuff for this week, because I think that I did kind of lose out on quite a bit this last week, not being as diligent with it. And also because Mistress of Shadows comes out October 30th. So I am still planning content. That's usually what I do on Sundays anyway. So that's what I'm working on. So that's why it's trying to download, but it is taking it quite some time. I will give it a little bit of time. My computer, I need to go through and delete a lot of stuff on here because there is a ton of stuff taking up storage on my computer that I don't actually use all that often. It's slowing me down, and I just don't really need it on here. So I think I am going to go through at some point, just like ruthlessly delete things. So let's restart this. I guess I can delete a couple of these pages. I don't need all of them. We'll do that. All right. And hopefully my computer will be happy with that. It definitely does not like that while the stream's going. I know that, but it is what it is. Okay, so I have that going on. I have that finished. What is everybody's Halloween plans? Are you guys doing anything for Halloween? We just had our annual Halloween party, the Prokopis Halloween party. We do it every single year. Normally, we do it closer to Halloween, and this is the first year that we moved it up because most of our guests, most of the people who come are teachers as well. So it's easiest to just work around what everybody's school schedule is, the calendar. And for the most part, we are all on the same calendar. We're not all teachers at the same school. We're all kind of spread out across the state. But usually calendars fall at like a similar time in the world of education. So we decided to move it up to everybody's fall break, which is this week. So we have already done our Halloween party. We'll take Finn trick-or-treating, of course. He has the cutest costume. Won't spoil that for you guys. I will definitely have pictures. So make sure that you are following if you want to see some adorable toddler content, because he is indeed adorable. All right. So now I'm just kind of working ahead throughout the month. I decided that maybe I want to look at how all of this falls into play for the actual launch. And I'm realizing how absolutely close I am to the actual release of Mistress of Shadows. And I'm still figuring out cover design stuff. Holy moly. So as soon as I get an official paperback cover, hopefully I should get that this week, I am going to immediately order a proof copy. That way, if there are any issues, I can hurry up and fix them. So that'll be quite the event, I'm sure. I also need to look into setting up pre-orders and picking a publication date for the vampire romance. I think just like last year, I'm going to give myself more time. I really wanted this to come out in February-ish just because it is a romance book, but I think I'm going to give myself a bit more time for this, and I think I will publish it in maybe May, maybe April or May. It'll be closer to the summertime, I know. Which I guess sort of works out with the timing in the book anyway, because it comes at the spring, summer-ish break at college. So maybe it makes sense to do that. I don't know. Still working on those dates. But let's go ahead, get into our final sprint of the night. So last one, 20 minutes is up on the clock. And then I will check in with you guys. I am wrapping up social media planning for just about anyway. I'm getting kind of close. We'll see. It really depends on if I can get this page to reload or not. So we will see. So hopefully that'll work. 20 minutes on the clock. 3, 2, 1, sprint. All right. So, third sprint and final one of the night. I got everything other than like photos I'm in scheduled out for this week. So, feeling a lot better and a lot more on track than I was before about the launch of Mistress of Shadows and all of my promotional material. So, feeling a lot better about that. I still have a little bit I want to work on. So because I don't have work in the morning, I am planning on staying up a little bit later. So I'm gonna, I think, stand up and walk around a little bit. I know that the Dungeons and Dragons group that my husband hosts every Sunday, I know they're still going because I can hear them. So I think I'm gonna stand up, go mingle a little bit, do all that, and then maybe come back over here. I think I may leave my lights on too, just because of, I don't know, maybe I won't. Maybe I'll turn it off and just kind of move to the bed to get cozy, but we'll see. But I think that pretty much wraps up everything for tonight. I'm so sorry, guys, that I was a little late getting started. I do think that we're ending things a little bit earlier than we typically do tonight. But thanks for joining me. Thanks for coming along. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye. Oh my God.